Yo, what's good, YouTube? Zamcrow here, aka Scoot, here with the official Smogon Tournament. What number is this? I forgot what number this is. It's like Smogon Tournament 9 or something like that. I forget. Um, it's deep though. It's really deep. We signed up and we made it in time. We got our round one, and our opponent was a no-show. We requested a sub or an activity win, and we did receive a sub. So here we are playing Forrester in round one, game one. This is a best of three, mind you, and yeah, this is game one. And I built a team based on, I don't want to say based on, but inspired by Gypsy King's MPL Season 7 squad, I want to say, with the Celesteela, Mega Diancie, Hydreigon core. And then I threw on some other mons I wanted to use, like Manaphy, Raikou, and the Diggersby. This is a very offensive team, and he brings a very offensive team too, so it's going to be like punch for punch or whatnot. So let's go ahead and hop into the replay. Our opponent leads with the Greninja as we lead with the Hydreigon. He switches out. Not sure what he was fearing, but he reveals to be faster as I switch into Celesteela, and he switches into the Blacephalon. I switch back out into the Hydreigon, taking any hit from Blacephalon, and he doubles into the Koko and then U-turns out, and I bring in my Diggersby, and he brings in Kyurem. I have no switch into this thing, so I just let Diggersby go down in case he wanted to overpredict for like a Fusion Bolt or something. This is going really fast. I bring in Mega Diancie, scare out the Kyurem Black, and just click that Moonblast. Looking at his team here, the reason I stayed in on a Landers that could have been Choice Scarf, this was his only rocker, so I was predicting it to be Rocks Lando, and I was right, so I don't think that was a bad play in my opinion. Here he brings out Greninja. I cannot take a hit, so I'm forced out to my Celesteela, which I'm fine with switching out to Celesteela. He goes for the Hydro, and it does a little over 30. Not too bad. I can throw off a lead suit here. Catch the Blacephalon on the switch, which is nice. I can click Protect here, or I can hard switch out into Hydreigon. I don't want this thing setting up subs or nothing like that, so I'm going to actually hard switch into Raikou, something I felt like I didn't necessarily need, and he bops me with the Fire Blast. Kind of didn't predict a Fire Blast or a Fire type attack in general at all, or a Ghost type attack, but he's just clicking Fire Blast, so just a powerful move, I guess. I'm going to click the Dark Pulse here, and I am Life Orb, so I do quite a bit to the Koko, even though it is a resist. And he goes for the U-turn. I kind of predicted this. I didn't exactly know what he was going to go for there. I didn't think he would go for the Dazzling Gleam or the Thunderbolt, since I had Celesteela and Raikou in the back. So he actually just clicks the U-turn. We get that play right, and we're going to get a knockout here with the Dark Pulse. Not bad at all to start out the match with. He goes back into the Koko, and now this thing's problematic. I'm just going to sack off my Raikou here, see what he wants to do. He goes straight for the Thunderbolt, does 45, good lord. Koko's a monster in the terrain. Able to easily pick up the 2-hit KO. And, okay, so I go into my Hydreigon here so I can waste the last turn of Electric Terrain so that it does less to Diancie. And now I can Rock Polish up and potentially win the match if he doesn't realize that he needs his Koko. Which he realizes he needs his Koko almost immediately. I Rock Polish up here, and I'm going to click the Moonblast. So long as he does not get a critical hit here, I 100% live this, even if 5 hits. And he does not get a critical hit. He drops the Moonblast. Now he brings in his Tapu Koko here. So there's a couple things that can happen here. I can click Moonblast and knock Koko out, and then he brings in the Hawlucha and knocks me out, but then can't knock out Celesteela. So I'm under the impression that Koko needs to be saved and kept for Celesteela and Manaphy. He can sack off Kyurem Black here, and then bring in Hawlucha, and then has Hawlucha and Koko to deal with the rest of my team. So yeah, that's my only play here. If I don't click Rock Polish again, then I'll lose the match. And if he clicks Thunderbolt here, I'll lose the match regardless. So I might as well just click the Rock Polish. It's my only way to win. Predicting his Kieran Black to come in. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to click the Rock Polish once more. He does save the Coco, switches out to the Kieran, and now I'm faster than Hawlucha even after its Unburden boost. And yeah, now Mega Diancie is just going to win this game. Nice and 3-0. So yeah, it's pretty hype for round 1, game 1 of the OST. It's pretty hype. Diggersby didn't do anything. Hydreigon netted a kill, I think, and Mega Diancie picks up all 5 other kills. So yeah, that's game 1, and we'll be right back with game 2 and potentially 3. All right, so here we are for round 1, game 2 against Forrester. And we bring a different squad this week, or excuse me, Draft League community coming out there. Bring a different squad for game 2. We're not limited to our squads. And oh yeah, I forgot to mention that this is an OU tournament, Smog Tour, official Smogon Tournament, whatnot. So it is OU is the tier, and we're not restricted by any kind of rules outside of the Smogon clauses and whatnot. We can change our teams in between rounds. We can change our team every battle, whatever. Our opponent switches to a Mega Metacham squad with 2 Tapus, Celesteela, and Rhyperior and Kartana. So pretty scary team. We actually borrow a team from Mr. Jambad, so shout out to Mr. Jambad. Anybody following my content that does not follow his content, you're loony. Mr. Jambad is the greatest Pokemon player of all time. I 100% believe that, and with no like memes or jokes involved. His thought process and watching him play some of the old Smog Tours and XIV and Oris and some of the older games too. And like I haven't necessarily seen him play in the Draft League format, but I've seen him, help with some builds with some other players, especially like Pokeaim. So yeah, he's a phenomenal player. I'll watch all of his videos. Every time he uploads, I watch it. And this is a team that he uploaded in one of his OU lives called Thunderous Roars, I believe, where he showcased like 3 or 4 different Thunderous sets with a couple different teams. So this is a Nasty Plot Agility Thunderbolt Hidden Power Ice Thunderous with Grin, Serena, Garchomp, Mega Gardevoir, and Heatran. So pretty cool squad. We'll hop into the replay here. Mind you, this one goes fast, so I'm going to put it on slow. And he goes for the Ice Punch straight off. I was not expecting that, and he gets the freeze. So, a bit unfortunate. I was not expecting the Ice Punch. Expected the high jump kick, most likely. So, here I'm going to go into the Gardevoir, predicting the high jump kick. And he actually just clicks the Ice Punch again. So, not a huge deal. If he has the Bullet Punch, he would go for it. And I'm just going to click Hyper Voice in case. He hard switches to Celesteela. It's not too big of a deal. I'm just going to taunt this thing. Not going to let it throw off a free leech. And yeah, I get him there. So now I can switch out to Heatran. I can switch out to Thundy. Or I can just click Hyper Voice. I click Hyper Voice predicting him to switch out, predicting me to switch out. So what happened there was I was predicting him to think I would go Heatran. So I predicted him to go either Metacham or Rhyperior to get his rocks. But obviously I was wrong on that. Not able to knock him out there, and things got pretty scary within 5 turns. I'm gonna go back into my Heatran though. I can get my rocks up. I can taunt. I can click Lava Plume or whatever. However, he does not know that I'm going to click Tectonic Rage here with the Earth Power and knock out his Rhyperior in one hit. So now the momentum shifts back into my direction a little bit. Here I can sack off Serena. It's of no use, frozen, and outsped by his entire team, potentially. So I can just, bring in Grin here, start firing off some shots. I can throw up a Spike if I want to. Do throw off a Spike here, as I am Protein Grin. Not really fearing much here. I'm just going to throw off a Gunk Shot. If he's faster than me, so be it. Just going to throw off the gunk shot there. Knock out the Bulu, actually, as he reveals to not be Scarf. He reveals to not be any kind of weird sets. So now he brings in the Celestilla. This is a little bit problematic if I was a standard Grim, but I got the low kick, and I'm able to bop this thing, doing almost 60% with the low kick, so that's pretty hot. Easily going to just be able to knock it out with the Ice Beam from this range, and then see what he wants to bring in after this. It's a bit scary here. The Coco's looking very, very, I guess scary is the only word to use. I don't necessarily need Grin anymore, so I'm just going to let that thing go down, and he actually U-turns out. So he's going to be taking rocks and spikes again. When he comes in, I am Scarf Chomp, so Scarf Chomp's looking pretty powerful here. I'm actually going to go into Garchomp here and just click the Earthquake. He clicks the Fake Out, takes the Rough Skin, damage guarantees, puts him in the Earthquake range if he wasn't already. And yeah, just going to bop him with the Earthquake there. Now here's where I kind of misplay. Kartana comes in, and I misplay here. I lose my Scarf, so now the combination of Kartana and Coco is looking pretty scary. But Earthquake does enough to where Kartana has to stay in, and he can't necessarily switch around to gain an advantage. And yeah, has to stay in with Kartana. Here, I know he's choice locked because he outsped my choice lock mon, and I know he's locked into knockoff. So I'm going to agility up here, knowing that I'm going to outpace him the following turn. And he's at 1%, so he's not living a Thunderbolt. Coco's going to come in, and I'm actually not going to get a terrain boost because I'm not grounded, but I'm going to be able to get enough chip off to where this thing's guaranteed in any range of Heatran, so long as Coco's not Specs or anything like that. He goes for the Hidden Power, so if he is Specs, he's doing nothing to Heatran anyway. And if he locked himself into Thunderbolt, he would have given me the Volt Absorb. So yeah, he's going to be checkmated there, and Heatran is going to pick up the win there, and it's going to be a clean 2-0 in the best of 3, with a nice 3-0 and a nice 1-0 to follow up. Good game to the man here, Forrester, and we're going to be looking to play OST round 2 sometime soon. And yeah, we'll record that and upload that eventually too. So yeah, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and all the good stuff. Let me know what you liked best about my game 1 and 2 in round 1. And yeah, any mods you want to see in OST round 2, leave that in the comment section. And like I said, leave a like, comment, subscribe, all the good stuff, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching.